What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Arrival Entertainment, and today I wanted to do a different type of video than my normal movie reviews and normal Blu-ray update videos. In case you guys haven't noticed this about me, I tend to collect physical media quite a bit. I know, it's pretty shocking. I'm a big supporter of physical media. I will continue to support physical media. I think it's much better than streaming, and one of the biggest collecting items of physical media, as we all know as physical media collectors, is steelbooks. Now, I don't go overboard with steelbooks. I'm more of a slipcover collector than a steelbook collector, but I'll buy steelbooks on certain occasions. And I thought it would just be cool to go over my collection and pick my top 10 favorite steelbooks that I own in my Blu-ray collection. I just thought it would be fun to go over why I like these steelbooks so much, what I like about the artwork, the inside artwork. I'm not going to be talking about the movies themselves, just the steelbooks that the movies are encased in. So with that being said, let's get started with the list with honorable and dishonorable mentions. Now, I do have some dishonorable mention steelbooks that I bought for one reason or another, and then I took another look at them while making this list and said to myself, you know what, I'm not a huge fan of the artwork or the inside artwork in general, and maybe if I wasn't such a collector, I definitely wouldn't own these, so I thought it'd be worth mentioning dishonorable mentions in this list too. And my first dishonorable mention is, unfortunately, Star Wars The Force Awakens. Now, I love the movie. I'm not going to get into the sequel trilogy controversy stuff, but I do love the movie. I'm just not a fan of that steelbook. I'm guessing they made it this way to kind of match the other Star Wars steelbooks that came out at the time, which if I owned any of those, they would definitely be on the dishonorable mentions list. I'm not a fan of how the previous Star Wars steelbooks looked at this point, but I mean, it's a cool picture of Kylo Ren, but and Captain Phasma back there too, but with how much money the movie made, I just feel like more could have been done with this design. That being said though, I do like the inside artwork. I think that is pretty cool. It does save a little bit of the steelbook artwork stuff, but yeah, I don't know, like I said, I just feel like more could have been done with this steelbook design, especially with how popular The Force Awakens was when it came back in 2015, but you know, we got it, well, we got it. At least I paid a cheap price for this. I didn't pay full price for it. My next dishonorable mention is the steelbook for Red Sparrow. Now, I haven't seen this movie yet, so I can't really give quick thoughts on the movie itself, but this, I think, is just a bland-looking steelbook. I do like how the picture of Jennifer Lawrence kind of turns into a feather on the bottom there, but I mean, there's nothing on the back besides just that, and even the inside artwork, it's just a picture of a city. I don't know, the only reason I have this steelbook is because I did want to see the movie, which I haven't watched it yet, and weirdly enough, when I bought it at a used store, the steelbook was cheaper than the regular edition, and plus, why is it black? The standard Blu-ray and the standard 4K have a red toned cover and slipcover. Why is this black? I don't know, I just feel like that's, I feel like it should have been red. It probably wouldn't have been on my dishonorable mentions, but bland looking steelbook, and yeah, if the regular copy was cheaper, I would have gotten the regular copy. Next dishonorable mention is Zack Snyder's Justice League. Again, very similar to The Force Awakens. I love the movie so much. Not a fan of the artwork they chose for the steelbook. I mean, that's just... Really? That's what you came up with? I don't know what the inside artwork looks like, obviously, because I haven't opened this up yet, and the only reason I bought it was because Best Buy had one copy left on Black Friday for a really cheap price, and I figured this was going to be a collectible one day, so I just snagged it up, and I don't plan on opening it, I just have it for collecting reasons. But yeah, I don't know. I know people like this design, I just don't. I feel like more could have been done with this. Next in the dishonorable mention is, unfortunately, The Godfather. Again, great movie. Not a fan of the artwork for the steelbook. It's a cool picture of Marlon Brando, don't get me wrong, and I like that picture too, and the inside artwork is pretty nice too, but I don't know. This is one of the cases, for me at least, the simplicity of it just doesn't work for me. I only paid $5 for it, so it wasn't a total loss. I think I got it at FYE. And to be honest, I'm not really sure why I'm still holding on to this. I have the new 4Ks, and that's probably what I'm going to be watching when it comes to The Godfather from now on. But I don't know, maybe I'll sell this because, yeah, the Steelbook just doesn't work for me. And my last dishonorable mention is my least favorite Steelbook in my collection, and that is for Jack Reacher Never Go Back. Now, I don't remember why I bought this. I bought it brand new, and it was only like $4.99, and I don't know why I bought it. It's not the 4K Steelbook, it's the regular Blu-ray edition, but that's just an uninspiring artwork for it. And then of course we got that on the back of it. I have another Steelbook with a similar design that Paramount did, and that's actually right here. It's for Arrival, but I like this design better than this, even though it's the same layout basically. And there's not really anything to show for the inside artwork, it's just a black background with sparks in it. I don't know what that was about, and that's the same inside artwork for the Arrival Steelbook that I have. So yeah, that's my least favorite Steelbook. I don't know why I have it. I'm probably get rid of it. And now for my honorable mentions, and my first honorable mention is for King Kong, the 2005 4K version. I just picked this up recently. My mom bought it for me because I got it used at a used store for like a really great price, but I was short on money and she lended me money to get it. But I just really like that design. Like, that is a really cool design. I really like the back cover art too. That's an awesome picture of King Kong. And the inside artwork is really nice too. As soon as I saw the front cover, I knew this was gonna be a keeper for me. And so I'm really glad my mom gave me money to get it. So yeah, I need to rewatch this version of King Kong. I haven't seen it in a long time, and I'm especially excited to check it out on 4K, but good Steelbook, just didn't make my list. My next honorable mention is Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. Say what you want about the movie itself. My thoughts on the movie have changed slightly a little bit over time, but I do really like the look of this Steelbook. The front, when you look at the front, it's like, oh, that's all right. That's a cool picture of Kylo Ren. But when you take a look at the back of it and then you open it up, it gives you that image, which I love that image. I love that lightsaber fight in the movie. And I honestly really like the fact that they use that image for the Steelbook. It is a nice cover art for the front and back. And I even think the inside artwork is pretty good. I like that image of all our main characters on the Millennium Falcon. So again, say what you want about the movie itself, but the cool artwork for the Steelbook, I think, at least. Next honorable mention is actually a metal pack, but I think metal packs and Steelbooks are the exact same thing, and that's The War of the Worlds, the Tom Cruise version. That is just, I love that image. I love that image so much. I love that picture of Tom Cruise on the back of it. And for the inside artwork, we got that famous scene from the movie with the boat sinking during the attack. Just really cool artwork they did for this, and I believe they used the same artwork for the 4K Steelbook that came out in 2020. Now, I bought the regular 4K edition, so I didn't get the 4K Steelbook for this, but I'm only holding on to the Steelbook because I like the overall artwork of the Steelbook. And I know it's a metal pack, but I'm calling it a Steelbook. It's a Steelbook. Why is metal pack and Steelbook two separate things? It's the same thing. Next honorable mention is the Halloween 2018 Steelbook. This was the re-released version. Now, I do like the first pressing of the Steelbook, the original artwork, a lot more. That would have been on my actual list if I had that, but they sold out super quickly, so I didn't get a chance to get it. Found out they re-released this Steelbook with new artwork, and I love the simplicity of that. I love the line work on his mask. The back of it was just Myers holding the knife. I really like that image as well. And the inside artwork of Michael Myers and Laurie Strode facing each other just is an awesome image. Yeah, I would have gotten the first Steelbook if I had a chance to get it, if they didn't sold out really quickly. But I do like the fact that they re-released a Steelbook with new artwork, and I love this artwork for it. And my last honorable mention is the Steelbook for Glass. Now, this I bought on a re-release, so it's not the 4K Steelbook, it's just a standard Blu-ray, but they kept the same artwork, and I love this artwork. I don't know what else to say with these honorable mentions, but I do really like it. I like how the characters look almost comic book like, and how they're all in an individual shade of shattered glass. That's a really nice design there. And I even like the simplicity of the inside artwork. This is another one where you could say what you want about the movie itself, and I definitely have my issues with the movie as well. But nice looking steelbook, and I don't know, I like the attention to detail on all this. Really cool, just didn't make my list. Now starting with my actual list, at number 10 we have the Zombieland Double Tap Steelbook. I originally wasn't planning on getting the steelbook, but I do own the steelbook for the first movie, and I like this design for it a lot more. I decided to get the steelbook to match with the first movie, and I do like what they did with that, how the 2 has so much going on with it. I like the peace sign in back of it with all our characters on it, and even the inside artwork, this really cool, what would you call this, like a graphic image, whatever, I don't know what to call it, but that's a really cool image as well. I don't know why I kept the Best Buy exclusive sticker for it, but I really like the look of this steelbook. I don't know what other people think about this, but this is my list, and I think this is a pretty cool looking steelbook. Next at number 9, we have the Scream 5 steelbook. Another one that I didn't plan on getting the steelbook when they first announced it. In fact, I looked at the artwork on Best Buy's website and I was like, that's alright, I guess, but I'm probably just gonna get the standard version. And then, I don't know what it is, but I saw it in the store. I picked it up and I said to myself, wow, that's actually pretty nice, looking at it up close. Don't know what it is about looking at it up close than just looking at the image on Best Buy's website, but I changed my mind as soon as I saw it. I really like that image of Ghostface. And I even like the image of Ghostface on the back of it. It's simple, but it works. And I like how the inside artwork has all the character posters, the ones that were shown holding all the Ghostface masks. Really awesome artwork. I've heard some people complain that they don't like this steelbook, and, you know, of course it's all opinion-based. That's perfectly fine if you don't like it. But, yeah, I was skeptical about the steelbook, and I'm glad I got it. And also the steelbook is the only way you can get a Blu-ray and a 4K version of the Scream movie, which I didn't know that when I bought it. I realized it after I opened it up to watch the movie. So now I'm definitely glad I got the steelbook. Next at number 8, we have my favorite action movie of all time, Casino Royale. I love the fact that some of these early James Bond steelbooks used the artwork from the opening title sequences from the movies. Like, that's awesome. I really like the fact that they did this, and this is my favorite one out of all of them that were released. I do have a couple other ones. I think I have Diamonds Are Forever, On Her Majesty's Secret Service, and From Russia with Love, and those ones look cool too, but this is obviously my favorite one out of all of them. The inside artwork for all of them is kind of lacking. It's just half of the 007 logo, which James Bond, for some reason, just took a very serious approach to the simple aspect when it came to these movies on physical media. Like the Spectre steelbook is just Spectre on a black steelbook with the bullet hole through the sea. I don't know, maybe that style will change, but anyway, back to the Casino Royale steelbook. I really like the look of this. I even like the front art just as itself, and the back art just as itself, but once you open it up, that's just so cool. I love the fact that they took the opening titles from some of the movies that they used for these steelbooks and made it for the cover art. It's pretty creative if you ask me. Next up is my 4K steelbook for Old. That teaser poster art really got me excited to check out the movie, and I'm pretty happy they chose that for the steelbook artwork. I didn't get the steelbook at first when the movie first came out. I think I just got the regular Blu-ray, but I saw the Best Buy steelbook go on sale like months after it came out, and I said to myself, I gotta pick up a copy of the steelbook. I don't know why I didn't at first, but that artwork just is so cool, and I like the fact that they used it. They even used it for the back cover of it. You know, obviously it's less here and more here, so it's like the hourglass building up, but really cool artwork right there. And I like the white of it. I don't know what it is about the white part of the steelbook. It just looks cool to me. The inside artwork has a similar black and white theme going on there, with some of the characters looking at the high structure of the beach that they're standing in. again, keeping with the black and white theme, it looks pretty cool. The only thing is when it comes to the discs, obviously the Blu-ray disc looks like that, so you know, it kind of keeps with the black and white theme of the overall steelbook. But I don't know why they didn't do the same with the 4K disc. That just kind of looks out of place to me a little bit. But you know, that's a minor complaint because, like I said, it's a really cool steelbook. At number 6, we have my favorite Star Wars steelbook in my collection, and that just so happens to be the Zavvi exclusive for The Last Jedi. Now, I have the Best Buy exclusive steelbook of The Last Jedi, and I actually still have that copy, and I like that artwork on there too, but this, in my opinion, is just leaps and bounds better. I like how these Zavvi exclusive Star Wars steelbooks use the theatrical poster for each movie. I would have gotten the other ones, but $30 for all of them was just out of the question, especially when I already owned the US 4Ks, the individual 4Ks. But the reason I picked up the Last Jedi steelbook is because the Last Jedi steelbook from Zavvi had all the updated discs that you can only get in the US in the Skywalker Saga box set, and I didn't want to pay $250 for that box set, especially since I have all the movies individually on 4K. So I figured this was on sale for like $20 on Zavvi. $20 I can get the updated discs and I can get that awesome artwork. This is my favorite one out of all of them that were shown. The back artwork is, again, Captain Phasma. I'm not a huge fan of Captain Phasma. The inside artwork, Battle of Crate, very similar to the Best Buy exclusive. Obviously, it's a different image than the Best Buy exclusive steelbook, but you know, they kept with a similar thing, the Battle of Crate. And I even like that even though you get this really cool steelbook, the J card they give you with it, it just kind of slips on the bottom right here. I don't know why, but I think that's pretty cool. So you get all the information on the movie and the special features and legal stuff on there, but you can also take it off and you get the back artwork too. I don't know. I think that's pretty cool that UK versions do that. Next up at number 5, we have the Batman vs. Superman Blu-ray Steelbook from Best Buy, and I love that artwork, and I love that too. I love the fact that you can flip it like this, and you can have it showing on your shelf with Superman with the Batman emblem on his face, or you can have it the main way and have it Batman with the Superman emblem on his face. And I don't know, sometimes when I'm looking through my collection, I'll just grab the Steelbook and just do this with it. Because I don't know why, that's just so cool. I like the fact that they came up with that for the Steelbook. The inside artwork has, you know, just that, nothing too special about that. Again, you can hold it upside down to have the main one be the Superman logo, or the main way, and you can have it be the Batman logo. It's alright, but, you know, that is just the main draw for me of the Steelbook. And I liked these posters individually when they were first released before the movie came out. So another situation where I love the fact that they used the simplicity of the theatrical poster or teaser poster, whatever it was, and they used it for the Steelbook. Simple, yet effective in my mind. Next up at number 4, we have my only Scream Factory Steelbook, and that is the My Bloody Valentine Steelbook. Now, I don't normally get the Scream Factory Steelbooks is because, you know, Scream Factory Blu-rays, when they're first released, they're already $30 as it is. So $35 for a Steelbook is just, you know, it has to be a special Steelbook for me to get it every once in a while. And when this Steelbook came out, My Bloody Valentine was still fresh in my mind, and I really liked the movie, so I wanted to get the official Scream Factory version, especially since they intercut the deleted footage and remastered it so it all blends in with the movie pretty well. But just that look of the Steelbook, I love so much, and it kind of, very similar to the Rise of Skywalker Steelbook, you open it up, and the image of the front and back just kind of blend together. Really cool stuff right here. The inside, not really much going on right there, just that quote right there, which, again, it's simple and effective, I guess, but the main draw for me is the front and the back, and when you open it up together, it makes that. It's really, really cool. I don't know if this is still available. I got lucky and my Best Buy only had one copy left, so I snagged it up, and I got it on sale when it came out, so I didn't pay full price for it. But if this is still available, then and you don't have it yet, then I would definitely recommend that for your collection. At number 3, we have the 4K Steelbook for Knives Out, one of my favorite movies of 2019. I got this on Black Friday. Best Buy put out a bunch of steelbooks that they restocked in for Black Friday, and I got it for like 20 bucks. And I saw it and I was like, I had to have it because, number one, I like the fact that they give you a plastic slipcover with it. You know, nowadays those are starting to be more common, but when this came out, it wasn't really much of a thing. That front artwork is really cool. I like all the cast right there. And I like the fact that, well, first off, the back steelbook, I really like the simplicity of that too. But I like the fact that the spines make the steelbook look like an actual book. You know, kind of like the author who died in the movie. You look at the whole thing and it just looks like a book in a steelbook form, and I really like that. Plus the inside artwork, having the knives from the movie, you know, again, simple yet effective. And I saw this in a video and I'm absolutely going to mention it myself because I think it's so cool and I want to bring attention to it. But it's a spoiler for Knives Out, so if you haven't seen Knives Out, then just skip to the next number. You can just go ahead and just skip the rest of this. But again, front artwork looks pretty cool, and I like the fact that it gives you a plastic slipcover. But if you take that slipcover and you put it on backwards, again, it has the same knife image that the inside artwork has, but you put it over the main part of the steelbook, and I wonder who's in the center of all that. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but that's just genius. I love that, and I really hope it was intentional. Alright, we're down to the last two. So for my runner-up, I'm kind of cheating a little bit because this is actually a trilogy pack of steelbooks, but I couldn't not put this on the list. I couldn't not put the Back to the Future trilogy steelbooks on this list. I had to get these steelbooks as soon as I saw what the artwork looked like. First off, you know, nice artwork right there, you know, yada yada. You take the steelbooks out, put you right there for a second. You take the steelbooks out and you put them side by side next to each other, as I'm trying to do right now so they don't fall apart. And all three steelbooks make the DeLorean. That's awesome! I love this. I sent this to a friend of mine after I bought it, and I'm like, you don't get this with streaming. You don't get awesome artwork like this. Like, that's just so cool that they took the time. They could have just made individual steelbooks with the theatrical poster art, or they even could have used the back artwork for all of these, and you know, it would have been passable. Okay, the back artwork wouldn't have been passable. People would have complained about that. But the fact that they took the time to make the DeLorean for all three steelbooks, that's just really cool. The inside artwork for all of them is fine. Okay, it's pretty cool. They mashed together a bunch of images from the movie for each one of them. And it's pretty cool, you know. I like the fact that they even took the time to do inside artwork like this. But the main draw for me is, and for a lot of people, are the front covers. And you know, the back artworks are cool too, but I just couldn't not put these on this list just because of that alone. Again, some people might say that's just simple or whatever. Some people might not think it's anything, people might not think anything of it to begin with, but I love that they did that. I think that's really awesome. Similar to Scream 5, I was just going to get the standard version of the Back to the Future trilogy 4K box set, but as soon as I saw the artwork for these, I knew I had to snag them up, and I'm so glad I did. And I don't think these are available anymore, but if you can find these, absolutely pick these up. This is a nice collection. They went all out with Back to the Future on 4K, and this I think is the crowning achievement of that. And finally, at number 1, my favorite steelbook in my collection. It hasn't been beaten since. I missed it when it was first released, but thankfully Best Buy restocked it, and I was able to get it years later. My favorite steelbook in my collection is the Jumanji steelbook. Whoever came up with the idea for the Jumanji steelbook to look like the board game in every way, I hope you got a raise if you're watching this, That is a genius idea right there. I mean, they didn't even have to do it like this. They could have just given us artwork for like what the standard Blu-ray did, because the Blu-ray and 4K had similar designs, or they could have just picked a scene from the movie like what a lot of other steelbooks do. But this was just such a clever idea, and it's embossed. You can rub your fingers around it and feel the leaves right here. You can feel the Jumanji logo. It's just so awesome. And you open it up, and even the inside artwork looks like the board game. Granted, one of these is supposed to be on this side, but honestly, who cares? You just love the fact that they took this much time and effort to make the steelbook look like the board game from the movie. I just really love that. After I bought this, I was then gonna find the steelbooks for the other Jumanji movies, but I wasn't really that impressed with them. I think Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle just had our 4 main characters in the foreground and then the jungle in the background. That's just boring. This is my favorite steelbook in my collection. Even though the back artwork is just wood, I can forgive it because it's meant to look like the whole board game. Even the spine has the little clips right there for when you open the board game up. There was just no question when I was going through them. I love the look of this steelbook, and if you can find a copy of this, because I don't know how rare this is now, especially brand new. I only paid like 20 bucks for it at Best Buy because they were doing a restock. But if you can find this steelbook, then absolutely snag it up. Even if you don't end up opening it, it is worth having in your collection. So guys, that is my top 10 favorite Blu-ray and 4K steelbooks in my collection, including honorable and dishonorable mentions. I feel like I had to mention some of those too. But whatever your thoughts on these steelbooks are, let me know in the comment section below, and let me know your favorite steelbooks as well. I'll definitely have to check those out too. And just like always guys, thank you again so much for watching. Maybe I'll do more Blu-ray videos like this too, outside of the normal monthly update haul. So if you want to see more like that, then definitely let me know in the comment section below. Look forward to my review for Elvis coming very soon. Again guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate every single one of you that watches my videos. If you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to like and share it. Subscribe right here if you haven't already, and until next time guys, take care.